Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Get my sip of coffee before we start today. We are making the Colonial Marine helmet. This is a pattern I've been working on. And of course, hey, greetings Danny Knight and Toyota Echo. Guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Once this video is completed, I am going to take this video, edit down to a comprehensible short tutorial on how to put this thing together. And once that is done, the patterns will be available in my shop as well too. So I'm excited because this is I'm working on the Oni Gauntlet 2 from. Sorry guys, I'm just like moving things around. Okay. Hey, thank you, Becky. Yeah, I'm a father. Go figure, right? Hey, good morning, modifier. Mm. Oh. All right, guys. This won't be too long because today we're just going to go ahead and finish up this build and then get it prepped for sealing. So it won't be that long because I mean everything's pretty much all together. I'm just going to do but this time I got up early and I made notes. This is all my steps I need to do so I can keep track of it. What's coffee so chewy? Because I like it strong, Becky. I like my coffee strong. That's why it's chewy. Ah. I am working on my alien head too at the same time. Um, and I'm trying to do my best to document what I'm doing because it's like I'm kind of like making things up as I go. So I bought this camera, this little camera here, this little Sony, and it's kind of it's not bad. It's all right for what it's, but I need something with a microphone on it, and this had a mic, but it has a power supply. So when you use the camera and flip it on, like then you have to plug in the microphone, and then you have to turn the microphone on. There's all these different steps. It's like, so it's kind of it's all right. I mean, it's just one of those things where just technology. You think you just have a camera with a built-in microphone, but apparently no. There's no such thing. And the ones that do cost way too much more money. So, oof. But thank you, Danny. Thank you for the holiday wishes. I'm gonna sit for a little bit, hang out, let people catch up, and we're going to start. We left off on the helmet part being done, and now we're gonna work on to the smaller parts. I'm gonna start the rounding up the edges on the 2mm bits. I'll show you guys in a sec here. I'm just gonna. No, so I haven't started recording, but I'm going to start recording when I start building. And I'm not stopping. Once I start recording, I'm not going to stop. I always have this thing when I'm stopping, starting, stopping. Just not going to do that anymore. So, really quickly, everybody, if you are watching this on twitch.tv/EvilTedSmith, thank you for watching. But the chat is open here on YouTube. So if you guys do have comments or you do want to pop in and say hello, please come over to YouTube Live. Go to Evil Ted, go to my YouTube channel and hit live, and you'll see me there. Hey, Kevin, yeah, happy Dad Day. Thank you. So if you guys are watching that on Twitch, please pop over to YouTube because my chat is open over here. What kind of coffee? What kind of coffee is in that, chef? This is Colombian. I have like a Colombian coffee, like a Colombian dark roast, something like that. I like Colombian. There's other coffees out there that are a little more bitter, like the French, stuff like that. But yeah, I like Colombia. I like Colombia. It's a milder bean, but I would love a coffee sponsor. It's something good. Should be some coffee. I will plug you. Like, guys, gonna get a good Colombian dark roast. I will plug the crap out of coffee. I drink Folgers. I'm such Folgers. Oh my god. Oh god, Becky. You ever seen those old commercials? Oh God, they're hysterical. Hey woman, make some coffee. That's what you're good for. Yeah, they're you were talking about how rough it was in the '70s and '60s. You see these commercials, man. Folgers. Ugh, God. It's funny. I turned into a coffee snob a bit, so I like good coffee. But anyway, oh, my husband makes coffee, and he doesn't even drink it. Sanka or Fordham or the other one. It's like Sanka. Oh God, you guys. Woo. Anyway, you guys want to see? I'm gonna show you something really quick. I've been archiving this bit by bit, but I'm like I said, I have these costume things I have to build for this film, and I have so much on my plate, and there's things you certainly have to. Oh, by the way, really quickly, everybody, while it's still fresh in my mind, this is today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. This Tuesday, right here on Twitch Live, I'll be streaming from the Scum and Villainy Cantina, which is this June 18th. We'll be doing it at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be streaming live from the Cantina. And we'll be doing female chest armor, female breastplate, and the female breastplate. The thing is so funny is I was trying to build something for the class, and I ran out of time, so I thought I'll just use Kamui, because Kamui has a female chest plate, so I'll be using her chest plate to show the class how to put one together. And Utah posted. Oh my God, right? Ugh. Hey Dave, how you doing, man? So I'll be doing that live from Scum and Villainy Cantina. That's gonna be fun. This is gonna be my third time. I'm digging it. We're having a lot of fun, and we're trying to get more people. It's like it sells pretty quickly, so it sells out pretty fast. I'm in talks with Anime LA right now. Wish I gotta finish up the email. To do workshops. I mean, how many people have you? I know a lot of people are in chat are not local, but some people know me. Oh, Dave Simon, he's fantastic. Anime Los Angeles is a local con we do. It's up by Long Beach, but it's LA based anime con, and it gets bigger and bigger every year. I love it so much. They're great with after a night. It's just an event that runs all night long. Kids, it's such a great event. So I'm going to be doing a workshop. I'm working on possibly 2 workshops. So I'm going to work out the details of them, hopefully, and we'll let you guys know about it. All right. I promise you guys something cool. Hold on. Let me grab it real quick. Working on the alien head. But there it is. It's coming along. It's funny. The head's actually longer than the original alien head, and I'm debating about like making it shorter. But I don't know how. I'm gonna try. My fear is if I do that, I might screw it all. It's like it is. Yeah. It's really long. I think it's way longer than the original one is, and so I'm thinking about drawing a section in the center, measuring it, and like cutting out like a space in the center and gluing it all back together. So, because it's a little long, but again, that was what it was in the Pepicura file. So, whoever made the Pepicura file did a fantastic job. It's just they didn't really know the length of the actual head. So, put that back. Foki. Again, guys, I'm Evil Ted. I'm great with foam, and I'm bad with names. So thank you so much, and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you. I'm going to do a coat of paint on my Star Blazer. Oh, excellent, Becky. Pepicure is awesome. It's a little bit of a learning curve. Jessica, how you doing? Jessica Drake, welcome. Good morning. All right, I think everybody's here. Well, everybody here is going to be here. Let's get down to business, shall we? Take one more sip of coffee and let's get started. The one thing that's difficult about the YouTube is you can't show images in chat. So, say lovey. I got to keep reminding myself that I haven't started recording yet. So I got to get everything ready so I can start recording. Oh, it's like Umo is the Muffin Man from the Shrek in Italy. Is the Muffin Man from Shrek in Italy? In Italian. Okay. Umo is the Muffin Man from Shrek in Italian. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's pretty funny. All right. So I have my list here. Let's start with the number one. I'm going to round off edges, then glue. Okay. All right, guys. Let me go to the overhead camera real quick here. Get everything set up. Hi guys. Oh, sorry. Come on, set this down. Get everything all set up. Got this, got that. All right. Man, I can't seem to clear my throat. The Muffin Man. All right. Go ahead. Let's hit record. All right. All right, we have our 2mm strips. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a stone bit. We're going to round off these edges. They're a little bit square, so I'm going to round those off. And then we're going to soften the outside edge. So I got my I'm going to do that with a stone bit. The edge. All right, now I rounded off the edges. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of a longer stone bit. I find this is easier to put the bevel the edges. It gets a little bit wider, makes it easier. Turn this up just a little more. One more. There we go. All right. Pen. Oh, guys, be right there. Look at my pen. Right, move this for a second. Okay, now our trim detail pieces have been rounded off. Let's go ahead. let's glue them onto 6 and 8. Let's get some cardboard. Guys, grab some cardboard. So glue on my table. All right, I always like using cardboard so I don't put glue on my table. Let's apply our contact cement. That. We notice we're putting glue on the restriction areas. We're going to glue these guys down. Get that. All right. Now, of course, when gluing, make sure I do the flat side here. Okay. See, this is where the cardboard comes in handy. You can just wipe it right onto the table, nice and thin. All right. Right. Let that dry. So let me catch up with chat. Hi guys, sorry about that. Yes, I noticed when you were doing projects that would. We don't get barge. We don't get barge here. I live. We have kind of adhesive called Quick Grip that is really bad fumes and does barge. Yes, really quickly, Dave Z. Yeah, all contact cements themselves are all really bad vaporous content. So I'm in a very open area. I got a little bit of a fan off camera, but yeah, you don't want to breathe the stuff. But I think it looks pretty dry. Let's put these guys on. But yeah, contact cements they smell bad, and you don't want to breathe them. Okay, let's take our long strip here. All right, I like to start in the center. Here, hold this guy like this. Hold it in the center like that. All right, make sure it lines up. Now you can see it curves a little bit. Oops, sorry, I'm a little bit off here. You just follow the curve with a 2mm strip to match the curve of the piece that you're gluing onto. Just like that. Just like that, see? Same thing here, start here. Match the curve. That. Yeah, it's a slight curve, not too big. Just a little curve like that. Oops, wait a minute. Make sure that's even. Gonna even it up. There you go. These guys here. Like that. Right. Right. Great. Alright guys, hold on for a second. These guys, get these pieces ready. Hold on. Okay, we got our part 7s. We're going to glue these guys on the side. Now, you notice there's a bevel. That beveling end. That bevel end's going to go like that on the top. So it keeps these guys kind of flared out a little bit, just like that. So let's get some contact cement. Oops. All right. Okay, let that dry. Hi guys, I'm going through my checklist here. Hold on, we got this, step that, got that. Edges, then glue them down, glue 6 to 8, got that, check. Then glue on part 7 to part 6. We're doing that right now. Okay. While that glue is drying, let's go ahead and prep. We have 9 and 10. We're going to glue these guys together as well. And just like that. Okay, set that aside, let that dry. Now let's glue these guys on. On the edge, just like that. Make sure they're nice and flush. There we go. All right. That looks great. Moving on. So guys, catch up and chat real quick. I love people chatting among themselves. It's wonderful. Because I am going to get this glued on, and I'll make my notes here. We're going on the part 9 to 10. All right, we're doing that right now. And then go on half. Oh, that's right. Okay. Right. Perfect. Okay. I think the cardboard makes it look darker. Let me just slide this off for a second. Since we're done with the gluing, there we go. Now let's go ahead and glue these guys together. You can see they're flush on the bottom right here. Edge. And you come like this. Oops. All right. Got 9 and 10. Now, these spaces right here, we're going to add some 6mm half round detail. That's going to go right here on the edge like this. Let me get my knife. I'm going to cut those to length. Like that. There you go. So of course we'll apply some contact cement. We'll glue these guys down. That. And we'll do the same thing. These guys back here. Oops. Let go. Let go. Ah. Sorry guys, getting glue on my fingers. You guys, let go. Jesus Christ. Man alive. I got too much glue on my hands, guys. Hold on, it's just sticking to everything. Try to just right. Right, let's get a sip of coffee. Coffee. Mm. Get the yeah, it's dry enough. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. Overhead. Okay, now it's dry. Let's go ahead and glue these guys on. Just like that. All right, now what we're doing is we're trying to create a hinge look. So we have my 6mm. This is the 6mm half rounds. We have a 6mm dowel, and we're going to cut that for the centerpiece here. Hold on. Let's cut that. It's going to go right there in this middle. Say like that, so I want it to be there. Okay. And this part gets glued onto number 5 in the center. But I don't want to glue this on yet. Let's go ahead and get this onto the helmet, and then we'll glue this guy on. Let's do that. Sorry guys, get this adjusted. Alright. Trying to clear my frame. Too much crap. Sorry. Alright. And give me a marker. And this is my marker. Here. All right, now we have the helmet here. You'll see these registration marks on the left side. These are going to be the cutout lines. So as you can see, there's this notch, and this notch. We're going to start with this guy right here and come up like that and draw a line straight across like this. And then we take this guy, come up there like this. And like that. A little bigger. And what that is, we're going to cut this guy out, and that's where this guy is going to sit, right? But we, oops, make it, there's a little bit, sorry, there's a little bit of an angle here, sorry. Gotta flare it out just a little bit. Make sure. Because yeah, this has to sit in there like that, right? So you got that, yeah. There we go. So now with our knife, cut right in. Like that. Excellent. All right. There we go. All right. Great. So therefore, this guy gets glued on here, right on the top here, centered. So we line this up. Part 5. And make some marks for the glue. Apply our contact cement. And now we apply back the 5. All right. Let's speed this up with a hairdryer. Now when drying, I wasn't using hot air, I was just using cold air. Moving air does dry fast. Heat sometimes makes things blister so much. I like just using just the moving air, really helps. All right, so now line it up. Right on the edge like that. Oh, come on, Ted. There you go, we got that. So this guy drops here like this, right? See? And then we do is we glue that guy. Gets glued on. You know, I'm wondering, should be on more on the outside, not the inside. Right, yeah, I'll do it like that. So let's glue that. Because originally this guy hinges off of this, so we should be a little bit more forward because we have to make room for the earpiece, which sits in like this. So yeah, it has to sit on the outside. So we glue this guy down, it has to be on the outside. So hold on for a second, let me get my marker. Yeah, you want it really facing like this. Like that and that. There you go. All right. Get some glue there and put some glue on this. Line this guy up and stick that right there. And this guy will go on like, yeah, just like, like that. Now, I realize something too, that when we go to do this, we're going to have to make some room for strapping. So it is going to be, I think about, now I got it right now, I'm thinking about it. Let me just go ahead and cut this right here. I'm going to cut in behind the helmet. Like this. About 1 inch wide. And the reason I'm doing this is for the webbing. I'm going to be able, because eventually once this is all sealed and painted, I want to go back in. Keep cutting. While the glue's still fresh, yeah, I might be able to pull this out of here. There you go. Like that. See? There we go. So what they'll do, that'll allow us to glue a strap in here. And once the strap is glued in, then we could line everything up. Like, because the plan is we get this glued on here, and then we put this in, yeah, for the webbing, so we can, it'll be able to hinge, just like that. Yeah, so I'm going to glue it about there. See, so it can drop in like that. Very cool. All right. Okay. And what else am I here? Like, let me get some, pull them out real quick. Okay. All right, we have these 2mm rivet details. We're going to go ahead and glue these guys on. That goes on to part 10 on these spots here. And we also have them on the top of the helmet and these guys here. So let's go ahead and glue those on. These guys are nice and small, so I like using super glue. So let's do that. Just a little dab of glue, like that. Like that. What's interesting when I look at the colonial marine helmets, like each one's a little bit different. Some of the rivets are high, some are low. Like some rivets are down here, some are up here. So we're kind of basing this one on Hicks's helmet. There, okay. That. There, got it. What's that? Got that. Hold on, guys. Move that. All right. Like I said, real quickly, I'm heating up the wood burner because I'm going to add some additional detail to the rivets with this little wood burner detail thing I have. But I figured before I start going in, doing it, and talking about it, let me just let it warm up first, and then we can just talk about it and then go ahead and do it. Hi guys, sorry I haven't been in chat. I've just been focusing, trying to get. But look at it, it's coming together. The colonial marine helmet. There is our next step. Once we get this all together, we're going to focus on the earpiece that hangs. That we're going to add some detail to. There's a. Let me grab some. I just realized, get me a. There's some additional little detail things I want to add. The more I look at it, it's stuff that when you look at and you watch the movie, it's there. And, and some people you don't really want to do it, but I figured if it's there, I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway, because I'm trying to make this as accurate as possible for the movie. But then once we do this piece, we're going to focus on the There's the microphone, which I have aluminum tube I bent. But if people can't get aluminum tube, I went out and just got one of these metal straws, and they're readily available and they're everywhere. So this would be a really great thing just to buy instead of going to a metal supply place and buying aluminum tube. You just could probably go to get metal straws because they're everywhere at any like major store like Kmart or Walmart. And so I'm going to use this as the microphone. Just need to bend it. I think we can just bend it. And the length of the straw is perfect. You just bend it. And I don't think you even have to cut it. Just bend it. And I'm sorry, Walmart. I keep saying Kmart like that. It's so funny. Subconsciously, Walmart is Kmart to me. Walmart. All right. Pilot light tube. Okay, let me make sure I'm on track of glue on. I'm done deal. It's part 11. Got that. Check. Check out side ear piece mount. Round off with stone bit. Got that. Glue on part 5. And okay, just did that. Okay, good. Oh, we're at the rivet part right now, and then wood burning. Okay, I think it's where we left off. Oh shit. Okay. All right, guys, we're staying on track here. Okay. All right, now the rivet details are all glued down. I like them. I just want to add an additional detail. So I have my wood burner. And I have this little round bit. You guys can see. It's kind of hard to see right there. Focus. See it? A little bit. And like an indentation. So I'm going to come on the rivet and just touch this. Like right there. And it makes like a little, like a circle. And it's just not hot enough right now. Hold on. Let this get hot. Therefore, it makes it look more like a rivet, less like a piece of foam. I know people love using googly eyes, but I'm always like, googly eyes make sound. It drives me crazy. So I like just using foam. Foam for everything. Hey guys, back. Just this, so you guys, so you guys can see what I'm doing. What to do with our useless googly eyes? It's so funny too. Is googly eyes are thin pieces of plastic glued onto plastic, and I've been at conventions sometimes where people had them, they pop off. Like the clear part pops on, there's like this white part underneath. I put them on pictures. Yeah, googly eyes. But they're pretty funny. But they're everywhere. So once we do this, I do the rivets, and then we're gonna take the bits. We'll it's all right, Joe. Oh, Joe. That's our cat, Joe. He doesn't like it when the house is quiet. Doesn't like it when the house is quiet. Joseph. All right. Let me see if it's hot enough now, right? Hold on. Oh yeah, it feels hot now. Okay, let's do this. All right. Let's do a take two on this. All right, now I have all the rivet detail on here. I like to come back in with a wood burner. It has this like circle detail I really like. And make an impression on the foam circles, 2mm, to give it that like rivet detail. I'll show you. Just like this, line it up. See, just like that. Here, let's try to stay a little more centered this time, Ted. There we go. Let's straighten this one out too. A little whack, a little straighter. There. Okay. Unplug that. Let this cool off over here. When working with like a wood burner, once I'm done with it, I unplug it and I have a little metal bandsaw and I put it over there and let it cool off, because I can't tell you how many in the early days I would just unplug it and put it somewhere else or shove it off to the side, and then I'd be working. I'd move a piece of foam and I put it right into the metal bit, or I'd burn myself. So once you're done with a wood burner, it's still hot and you're cooling it down and you're still working. Pick it up, unplug it, and place it elsewhere. Don't leave it on your table. Once you're done with it, while it's cooling down, unplug it and put it somewhere where it can be on metal or a tabletop where you know it's not going to set anything on fire and cool off. Oh, Kevin, thank you so much. Yeah, super clean look. It's getting there, right? This is the, yeah, it's getting all together. And this guy, I'm wondering, we're going to move on to the, so it goes like this. So it sits and hangs on my ear, right? So it goes like this, right? And then comes down. Right there. That's good. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. This is my second time building this. I've learned a lot on the first build, and I'm going to remake it again, of course, and then I'm going to have that one I made. I'm gonna use it as a giveaway. Hey, James Morgan says, have you found a way to fabricate the helmet cam? Are you opting 3? Oh, yes, I'm 3D printing. It's funny because I do have, where's that? Where did I put that? Hold on, I have a, shoot, I had a bin with that stuff in it, right? Yes, I have. Show you guys really quickly. You got the shoulder, the military chin strap thing, and I got one of these. This is from an old Walkman. You can find these anywhere, and I have a 3D print of the actual. My buddy John, the modifier, we were a long time ago. We were talking about doing this helmet build. And I'm like, hey, and he's like, I thought I was going to have him. I was going to send him pictures of the actual camera. And there's somebody who's already built one. I'm like, oh, crap, he did. So that saves us the work. So he ended up printing me some, which are right here. And they're done really well. I mean, this is really, really accurate. Because I had a casting of one. It's not a great casting, but it wasn't bad. But I was like, this is not bad. But yeah, that's it. There's the camera. And I've got this. And of course, for the lens, I bought this one on Etsy. You can buy a casting of the lens. So I bought one. So again, when I make the video, I'll have links for these in the video. But yeah, I'm not going to fabricate that. I was going to, and I'm like, just 3D print. And there's a lot of things. Okay. So where was I now? Wood burner detail rivet. Okay, now let's move on to the. So I do a. Sorry. Okay, overhead. Okay. I got that. All right, all the rivet detail is done. Let's set this aside. There you go. Good, good, good. Get a small piece of brass tubing. Hold on, guys. Getting things set up, guys. Hold on. I'm getting things ready. Sorry. Okay. John's going to love this. I'm adding more detail to something. Guys, really quickly, just to let you know how things work. I have the pattern. I'll do the pattern, trace it, scan it, zip it to my friend John in Chicago, and he takes his mad skills and he goes and cleans up and tries to interpret my mess. Like, what is this, Ted? Like, oh, this and that, and this. So a lot of stuff that gets lost in translation. So he looks at it, and we chat, and we work out the details on the pattern. And sometimes I'll work on something, and then the more I look at something, like, oh, wait, I missed this, I missed that. So I'm going to add some more detail, which means he has to add more detail to the pattern that I didn't add to the pattern originally because it wasn't there before. So now I'm doing this again. So, all right, here we go. So I'm going to add a little bit more detail to this particular piece. Oh, hey, James Morgan says, Ted, those prints are very good. I have used some found objects and fabricated one of the first time I attempted, but it was nowhere near accurate. Oh, thank you. It's funny because I think John and I worked really hard to make sure that everything is comprehensible. It's funny, when I first started off doing this YouTube channel and stuff, and I was very intimidated by a lot of people, and I started buying people. I was on Etsy, and I would get a couple people's patterns. I'm like, man, these suck. These are not really well done. And so then over the time, I found out that I would start finding people that I really liked. And there's Prime, I think he's on Etsy. There's Prime Props, I think he calls himself, and there's another one called Mellow Mind. Mellow Mind is fantastic. His details, his patterns are like to the point of like super detailed. He has a lot of great patterns. So Prime Props, I think, and Mellow Mind are two of my favorite guys on Etsy's, and also Kamui, and then Steven, all those guys. But just the level of detail they put in these patterns. So it made me realize that I would like to, be as comprehensible as those guys are. Okay. Let's do this, shall we? All right. And adjust. Why is it so, why is that so loose? Sorry guys, this thing's really loose. There we go. Okay, make sure it's a little tighter. Make sure it doesn't wiggle around so much. Okay. Okay. All right, we're moving on to part 11. This is the earhub. This piece actually gets attached to it later. But before we do all that, originally, they in the 70s they used these plastic, I think, ear protectors or ear sound protectors, and they're plastic, and they had these little tabs on them. And so I want to add a little bit more detail to them. So we're going to go ahead and take a piece of some brass tubing I have here. This is I think that's 6 mil. Yeah, 6 millimeter. I got a piece of brass tubing. Let me cut a little thin brass tube here, just to make a little peg here. Oh, whoops, sorry, I'm using the wrong end here. It is not cutting. Hold, guys. Take some brass tube, cut the little plugs. Like that. Make 2 of these really quick. Got it. and they get glued on the outside edge right here. But there's a bit of a flare, and I want these guys to stick out straight. So I'm just going to take a craft knife and cut a little bit of an angle on them. Cut that little bevel into them, like that. A little dab of super glue. Put that right there in the front, right there in the middle, like that. Just like that. This is be right in the center here. Hold on. Okay. You don't have to cut like a round dowel. You can just cut a little piece of foam, just a little something. But I just. Make sure they're centered like that. Perfect. That. There you go. All right. Now, just when you think we're almost done, we'd take the 2mm circles we have. I'm going to put a little tab on these guys. A little glue on the top here. And glue this 2mm piece right there on the top, like that. There you go, just like that. Yeah, because it's actually, I think it was there. Well, see, again, it looks a little off. Ah, good enough. All right, okay, now. And you notice you can see there's a bevel here in the back. And this is for the microphone. Now, you can go out and get there's like aluminum tubing and things like that. I went ahead and got myself a metal, this one was little metal straws. You can get just about anywhere, everywhere these days. So I'm gonna take the straw and we're just gonna put a little bit of bend to it for the microphone. Let's see, got that. Now this straw is actually 10.5 inches long, so we don't have to cut it or anything. We're just gonna put a bend in it, and I think the bend will be, let's see, let's do the bend at 3.5. Let me get a marker. Get 3.5 inches. So I can barely see this ruler. Hold on, guys. Yeah, it's better. Okay. Let's do 3.5. Make a mark here. Got my little vice grip here. So have it bend about there. I'm gonna see if we can just physically just use the my man strength and bend this. Yeah, it bends pretty well. Yeah, it's kind of crimping. Hold on, let me see if I can switch it around. Do it like this. There you go. It's not bad. Look at that. Fantastic. So now this is the shaft for our microphone. And to add some additional detail, we're going to use some foam dowels. This is going to be the, what do we got here? This is like, is this 1/4 inch? Again, this is from the TNT, sorry. I got this from a Cosplay Pros foam dowel kit. It's a bunch of dowels. This one is about, it's a little smaller than 1/4. I think this is 10 mil. Let me double check real quick. Yeah, this is a 10 millimeter foam dowel. We're going to go ahead and cut this guy exactly at 2.5 inches. Take my knife. Cut it. I'm going to take my brass tubing here and cut a little hole right here in the center. And it's already dull. So what I usually do to sharpen a brass tube is I take an X-Acto blade like this on the inside edge. Granted, you do trash your X-Acto blade doing this, but that's why you have more than one. I'm sorry, craft knife. Stop saying X-Acto blade, Ted. Try it again. Take two. Using the brass tube, you want to sharpen it. You can get your craft knife. And doing this will damage your craft blade. But that's why you get more. So take this guy, make a little hole in the center here. All right. So how do you get that guy out of there? Hold on. So just grab him. Oh, come on. Keep going with this. All right, we got that. Gonna need those pliers to grab in here, reach in here and grab that. There you go. Reach in there. Ah ha ha. All right. All right, look at that. There it is. Now, on the actual back of the microphone is a bevel. So we're going to take a our sanding drum. that. Gonna bevel this edge. And then you go back in with a stone bit and you clean up the rough groove lines on the sanding drum. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. I just dropped my... hold on. That was bound to happen. I'll fix this later. It's a bad place for it. Why is it such a... Now on the microphone, there's a piece of foam that's wrapped around it. We're going to create that effect with some 2mm foam. This guy, I think we can do it where it's just, it should be, let's do, hold on, get an idea. Because it only should be like maybe like wrap in the center, like about an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter. Yeah, let's do an inch and a quarter. Hold on. So an inch and a quarter. Nah, I tell you what. Let's make that inch and a half. So for the wrapping of the microphone, we'll do an inch and a half. Yeah, that'd be perfect. So inch and a half. Line it up. Let's see what goes about. Let's do right there. I'm gonna do a little bevel cut so it wraps a little bit better, like that. All right. Let's glue our 2mm strip on. Okay. That, got it. Oops, make sure it's centered. Like that, and then roll it. All right. Yes, look at that. Okay, guys, that is our microphone coming together. There's a piece back here. And I know it's a little bit wider than these guys. So I have an old dowel here. This looks like a little bit bigger. What is this? It's not quite 10. What is this? Again, this is a little bit bigger than this dowel. I'm not quite sure. It's a little bit bigger than 10, but you could use 10 if you have it. But I have this guy in the shop, so let's go ahead and just use this real quick. I don't want that. Look at the pictures. Let's see how big that is. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do 1.5 inches. So this guy's 1.5 inches long. Same thing, we'll take the brass tube, cut a hole in the center. Now again, if you guys don't need foam dowel, you can definitely just have a piece of foam and you can just wrap it around if you want to. Let's see if we can do both sides here. Like this. Ta-da, it worked. So this guy slides on the back like this. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Looking good. So you guys can see it's slowly coming together. Now the microphone would drop in like this on the earpiece here. Now, we are going to, let me see. It's not too bad. Let me, it sticks out a little bit, so I want to just grind this down just a little bit more so it sits in a little bit deeper. I got a stone bit here, right here. Sure. As you can see here, I have a smaller drill bit. When buying drill bits, you get so many out there, different variations, different sizes. I recommend getting all of them and just playing with them, and you can find out all the stuff you can do with these bits. So stone bits are so great to have in your cosplay tool building kit. Good, good, good. Fantastic. Now, again, this microphone doesn't go into, we don't put this in until everything's all sealed and painted, but just want to have everything prepped and ready for it. Okay, this is good. Got that. Take that. These guys are done. Let's set these guys aside. Okay, one more crazy little additional detail I want to add. On the piece of the helmet, there's a little bit of a wheel, which I think is attached to the actual microphone itself. It's a small detail, but I just, again, when you see things like that now, I'm like, I have to put it in there. It sits right here on the bottom, And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this guy, and I want to cut, it sits at an angle, but I want to cut this at a bevel so it sits flush. Here, like example. Because you want it to sit flush, so I got to cut this guy at a bit of a bevel like this. What? Oh, see, just like that. And I'm going to cut it square, about right there. And again, it sits, it's a very low profile piece. It just sticks out the bottom. It's like a little adjustable thing here. And I'm going to just go ahead and clean this up. With a stone bit. Hold on, is it gonna work? Is this EV? No, it's L200. All right. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and just glue this guy right on the bottom, just like that. All right. Let that dry a little bit. Okay, sorry, catch up with chat. Oh my goodness. Hey, really quickly, everybody. My friend Becky just informed me that I got a raid from Biking Yiking. Says hello. Thank Biking Yiking again, everybody. Thank you so much, and thank you for saying hello again, everybody. I apologize for people who watch me on Twitch. I'm streaming live on my YouTube channel, but I'm also simulcasting on Twitch. You guys can see me, but unfortunately, I have my chat open on YouTube, so I do miss things. And if people do resub and share and raid, I do appreciate it and love it so much, guys. Thank you so much. But if you want to say hello and chat with me, please jump over to YouTube Live and say hi. Again, thank you so much. And Becky, thank you for informing me that stuff. I always feel afraid I'm going to miss it. Barry, I'm not quite 10. I can just see if I was Adam Savage checking for an arm tattoo ruler. I've seen, yeah, it's so funny. Like, it's a cool idea, but I'm not so good with measurements, but oh, have you done much slush casting in the past? I did in the old days. Yeah, when I worked at the prop house. But here's the thing. So funny. There's different urethanes that are designed for slush casting. Like, there's some casting resins that you can slush cast, but they're not really designed to slush cast. So you have to work really quickly because it kind of goes off in seconds. So when you're slush casting, it's kind of hard because it's not really designed. People slush cast stuff when there's stuff that are designed. Some resins out there are designed are slow cure casting resins. The slower the cure, which gives it the time for you to rotate and slush cast. But yeah, I used to. But I don't miss those days at all. All right. Let me see. Let me go and glue this thing on. And then what are we next? Oh, let me round off these edges really quick. All right. Let's do it fast. Shall we? All right, overhead. Okay, let me take the... Right. Yeah. There you go, like that, got it. And then take a stone bit, let's soften up these edges. Looking good. Hold on, guys, really quickly. I want to double check some. I was debating about gluing this thing on, but I realized it'd be best just go ahead and glue this on and get it over with, and then we just stick the strap underneath it. Because the original helmet, they put a strap, and the strap goes underneath this, and I realized I was going to seal everything, but I thought we could just do all and just stuff the strap on here and just glue it in place. It'd be fine. Let me just make sure I get the edge to where I want it to be. So it goes like this, so the helmet would sit. Yeah, so it'd be like, that would be there. Mm-hmm. That's fine, yeah, do it like that. Okay. Got it. All right, got it. Make sure we're nice and close for it, right? Okay, here we go. Bring this camera just a little, yeah, can you get closer on that? All right. All right, now we're going to go ahead and glue 9 and 10 to 11. When gluing this down, you want to make sure you go above that like bevel. So, like, for example, because you have that hinge point, you want to clear it. So I just want to go a little bit, like just above it. So here, like this, just clear that like that. Yeah, just like that. Okay, good. That's what we want. And we take our marker, go like that. All right. Because I wasn't going to glue these on, because originally there's a strap that runs underneath here. But once it's all sealed and glued, there's still space in here. So my plan is that when we get the strapping, we're just going to run some goop glue in there and just stuff the strap underneath there. Because the actual, it's a little crooked. Hold on, guys. That's crooked. Let me straighten that out. Straighten things out. Let's do that. That's better. Okay. Because originally they just pop rivet onto this piece and then put this piece on top of it. But I figured we just go ahead and just glue it all together. Nope, there's a get there. All right. Looking good. Guys, got one more big thing to do here. Okie doke. What we're going to do now, this looks great. We're looking at it all over. One more thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sanding drum, because this looks pretty good. It's a little bumpy. And it's not that big of a deal, but I like to just clean little high points on this. I'm going to take a sanding drum, and we're just going to knock this down just a little bit and level everything out. What the hell? And again, it's not a lot, just a little bump here though, because when you look at it from the front, I like that edge, just a little bit of bumps here. So I'm just going to clean those up. All right, get that leveled out. Now we're going to clean it up with a stone bit. All right, now that we have this lip cleaned up, I'm going to go ahead and take this stone bit, and we're just going to round these edges slightly. I just want to give them a little bit of a round edge because it make it look a little bit more like metal and get a little bit of a round edge to it. So when we go back to paint it, they'll have some little highlights and stuff we can do. So not too much. I'm just going to just very lightly knock off some of the sharpness to it, and that's it. Oh yeah, forgot to add this the pattern, but this guy is where you hang into. So it's where the straps go. So you see these two bands right here? It fits just inside that. So hold on. About a ½ inch up, right? So like this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, Ted, you're already off one. It's a little messy. Get a little sloppy. Right there, like that. Hold on. I just realized something else too. I think there's more in here. Hold on. Yeah, guys, forgot that. He has a little slots for the actual strap on the back, and they have rivet detail too. Let me get a piece of. Hold on, guys, I'll be right with you. I just realized this is what happens when you think you have everything. All right. I got blades trashed on. Here, guys. All right. Okay, go ahead. Cut my notch. That's an inch, right? Make sure that's an inch. Yeah, good. It's okay to be a little over an inch because you have to push some strapping through here, some webbing. So, right. That. Like that. And like that. Fantastic. And of course, we're going to take let's go ahead and add some rivet detail. We'll have glue right here. Like that. And on top of this guy like that. Okay. Now, take my hand and rub over here. This is my favorite bit for this kind of stuff. This is the a tapered bit. And I like this for the seams and things. You run your finger over any high points or things are bumped like this. I can feel there's a little bit of a high point right here. We're going to come back and just kind of run over this and make sure there's no high points so we can level this stuff all down. How long was I muted? Hey guys, real quickly, how long was I muted? Was I muted when I was doing the slots and stuff on this? It wouldn't surprise me if it was. That's why I don't normally mute. But yeah, see, I muted when I was. I just want to make sure that I got a. I probably have to go back and watch. If it is, I'll have to do voiceover, which is not complete murder. So was I muted when I was doing all this back here? Guys, can you hear me? Chat, talk. Muted sometimes. Okay, good. Just making sure, guys. All right. Okay, good. Making sure. Go ahead. All right, so now I'm going to mute it and do this. Here we go. Alrighty. I went ahead and knocked down all the high points. Excellent. Now our next step, we're going to use fill in these nooks and crannies with gap filler. Okay, guys, fantastic. We got a lot done today. Gap filler, I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll shoot that separately. And then once it's all done and I'll smooth it all out, I'll of course record that, and then we'll seal it. So hopefully by next week we gotta come back. We will start talking about painting, which is gonna be tricky. I gotta do some research on that, about the camo and the painting stuff. It's gonna be a little bit out of control. But again, thank you so much for everybody who came by and hung out today on my YouTube stream. And again, everybody, if you're wanting to know what's going on, I'm building the Colonial Marine helmet, and I'm actually recording the video, and then I'm going to edit it down and make it into a tutorial you guys can follow once the patterns are available in my shop. As you guys can see, when I'm building, sometimes I'm learning as I go too. This is my my second time building this helmet. Morgan says, one thing I think I forgot to ask before I did, you take the base pattern directly from a... Yes, it's actually taken from a little helmet. The thing was funny is I bought the helmet with the intentions of just using the metal helmet, because everybody's done that before, or bought vacuum form ones, or I thought about buying the metal one and vacuum forming over it to use it. And after a while I was like, but people know me as the foam guy, and I thought, why not just make it off? So I used the actual helmet duct tape pattern, you know, and got the pattern off the helmet, so it has the same size and shape of the military helmet, which, you know, so. But then again, just making it foam and lightweight so you guys can wear it. Thanks, Ted. Looks great so far. Thank you, everybody. Really quick, I'm gonna go celebrate my my Father's Day today, and don't forget, guys, this Tuesday, which is like 2 days. Well, because tomorrow is Monday, and then we have Tuesday. That I'll be streaming live from the Scummerville Cantina. We'll be doing female armor, which is used at Kamui cosplays. I took her armor pattern just to do something different, like a female breastplate. But I'm realizing I might have bit off more I can chew. It's a little bit complicated. It's a lot of pieces, but I'm trying to do. We do have a 2-hour class, which is nice. But again, guys, thank you so much for following me. Again, everybody who's on Twitch, who supported me and rated, thank you so much. But I will, guys, will catch you back next Sunday, where we'll get on to sealing and painting, and making plans on how to assemble. So there's a bunch of there's some things I have to get that I think I already have. I'm gonna do some more research on what I need to get. But yeah, it's looking good. It's coming together. All right, guys, I'll catch you back next time right here on the Evil Ted channel. But thank you for hanging out today. Thank you.